Tobias Tyler, also known as Borg, creative, photo, video, graphic design, creative direction. I'm on the Minds with Hakeem. We're finna talk about some crazy shit. Welcome to the corporation. Let's get it, man.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Minds with Hakeem podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, you already see we're in the building. My brother, Tobias Taylor. How you doing, brother?
That's good, my boy.
Man, so good to see you, man. Look, it's been a minute since I ran into you in here. We was actually in here last time. You was stretching it out with the lady.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was in between some errands. But, we'll leave it at that.
Right.
But, man, good to see you, brother. You been well?
I've been good, bro.
That's good, man. Hey, staying busy on the grind.
I be in the cup, but I also be on the grind, I guess. Like, kind of, sort of. I don't really know.
You both.
Kinda, yeah.
You off the scene, man. Especially since like we graduated college, I barely been running into you, but I run into your work often. I see your work.
I feel like I always see the podcast stuff coming up, bro. I be retweet,
definitely showing that love. We appreciate that,
yeah.
Like, for real. But that was now it's our turn to show that love and get you up on here, get you to spill into our people, and we got one of my favorite content creators, creators in general. I don't even want to put content on it, in the building today. So hope y'all ready to learn. So before we get going, brother, we got to check in with the icebreaker question Marquis prep you with. If you can learn one skill today, bro, what would it be and why?
See, you asked me that question, bro, and then I instantly started thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess the one thing I would really love to actually learn, or even I would love to just be able to draw, or just
something stupid simple, but fire.
Just something super simple, bro. Growing up, I loved architectural drawings, and being able to draw houses and cityscapes and shit like that. That's always been something I wanted to do, bro. I think I want to learn how to draw,
and that's the reason why. Just because it was something as a kid that you enjoyed.
It's just something I picked up younger. I mean, I always had a pencil or something in my hand, and I was always doodling or drawing or something. But I just you always trying to create. Yeah, literally. I feel like it, bro.
You always trying to create.
A story that I always tell, bro, is even in middle school, bro, I was making little flip books of stick figures, bro.
Just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, just trying to figure it out, bro. And then I would show those in the hallways and stuff, and the kids would be like, yo, I want one. I'm like, all right, $1, $2. Here you go, bro. I'll make one, bro. It's whatever.
Hey, always hustling too.
Bro.
That's still, that aligns today. It's crazy how much the things when I've been noticing when I ask people this question, they always talk about this something they wanted to do in their adolescence too. It's crazy how much we don't really change as much as we think we've changed. We still want to get back to the basics.
You know what I'm saying? I feel especially at our age, people start to get that feeling of oh man, we're getting old.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna be a kid forever. Legitimately forever.
Hey, I joke with my wife about I'm gonna be the funniest grandpa ever.
Bro,
people gonna love to pull up to our crib just be like,
yes, bro.
Your grandpa a trip. They gonna love telling my grandbaby's dad.
I promise you, bro. Literally, I promise you, bro.
I'm with you.
Grandpa's still watching cartoons.
Come on,
bro.
hey, Naruto, I'm thugging.
Yes, bro. Every anime, bro, I'm thugging through, bro. No matter what my age, I'm locking it.
Are you a huge anime fan?
Bro, yeah. Literally.
I gotta get your best. Who's the best?
See,
I gotta do this. I got to.
See, bro. See, this is a hard question.
I got an answer too.
Are we talking about? So I'll counter that with that question with another question. Are you talking about just overall, or are you talking about recent favorites?
I want both, but I want overall last. Recent favorites. Who's some of your favorites right now?
So recent stuff I've been watching, bro. Demon Slayer is obviously super good.
Where Netflix?
It's on Netflix. You can definitely watch it. Demon Slayer is super good. Jujutsu Kaisen is one of my favorites right now too.
Hey, that's one of my homies' favorite. He loved that show.
Yes, got to. One of the super experimental show right now. It's called Sunny Boy.
Sunny Boy. What's that one about?
It's kind of hard to explain, bro. It's these kids, these teenagers kind of get almost sent to a different realm. They're kind of stuck in this realm. All these children end up possessing some type of supernatural ability, but they have to leave this place.
They got to.
You know what I'm saying? So
they can't be there for so long. It's their soul can't be there, or they don't want.
It's
to.
it's at a place because they're actually there physically and like mentally as well, but like they can't escape. There's like different worlds, but they can't find their world to go in. So it's like everyone has these like different unique kind of powers. Like the main character has like a power but he doesn't think he does.
Yeah.
Until like in this one recent episode, it's kind of spoilers.
Yeah,
but like
spoilers.
It's kind of spoilers, but it's like. It's like he finds out his ability is to find these other parallel worlds, so he could essentially find their way home. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like stuff like that.
You know, it's crazy. Like when you explaining that, that's really some stuff that's going on in the world today.
Almost,
like everybody in their own different world,
bro.
And like,
almost, bro.
You need to get back to home. Which I don't know what home is. Don't let me portray that to y'all at any time frame. But no, that's dope. But now we got to go. Who's the all-time GOAT?
So
who beating everybody? Your opinion. Who whooping everybody?
If I'm being honest, like I'm hands down, Naruto's my shit. I grew up with it. That's my dog. I seen him grow up from a little kid to the Hokage now.
Yeah.
So like I think Naruto's going.
You know who I got for that ace? Aang the Avatar.
Now this is controversial. This is controversial. This is a controversial subject, bro.
Come on, bro. Like we ain't gonna. You right.
Is it a cartoon or is it anime? It's a cross between the both.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
I think,
and I know Avatar is a cartoon based, but it's got a lot of characteristics of anime.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
it's a really great, bro. It's
fire.
Top two.
Yeah.
By far.
But Naruto's that guy. Naruto's tough. Yeah. Back in hindsight, when you think about it,
he's really that guy. I mean, everyone's gonna petition and be like, Sasuke this. Nah, I wasn't a fan of Sasuke until he like grew up.
Yeah,
like if teenager Sasuke, I'm probably not fucking with him. Like it's not. Like, I did not like his character or nothing like that, bro. Like he left the village. Like he's a dub. Like he did not see it. He's a dub, bro.
He's not there. Like,
no, he's not there. Bro, but I will say, like, adult Sasuke, I'd be like, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah,
he's like that. Yeah, he's like that.
And if you don't watch anime, I'm sorry. You have to keep up. I just became a fan, and it's a lot of them. Like that's what people don't understand. There's a lot.
There's a lot of stuff, bro. But I'll send you a curated list of some.
Okay,
cool shit.
Yeah. Hook me up. Put me on game. I'm always a student. But like that kind of leads into what I want to talk to you about first and foremost. Is just like creation. First off, give us your proper, how to pronounce it, creative name, and then also talk about what are some of the mindsets you tap into before you start creating for this individual or that individual, and differentiate.
My name's Tobias Tyler.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? I go by Borg. That's what everybody calls me, Borg. My socials are just Borgology.
So you're not Tobias Borg?
No, I'm not Tobias Borg. But I mean,
okay, I was just checking because my teammate had something. Okay.
My legal name is legit Tobias Tyler.
Yeah.
So, but my name that I go by is Borg. My creative name I go by is Borg. Cool. How I like tap into creative processes, bro, it's kind of, that's low-key a great question. It's a loaded question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think a big thing for me, bro, is just like, looking around, like your surroundings, like what you listen to, like what you watch, is heavily influential on like, especially my creative process. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I pull bits and pieces out of like my everyday life to kind of go back to, and then like build a foundation and break it into something bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Important. So like, if someone like comes to me with like a little kind of like spitball of an idea, you know, we can kind of build a foundation. I always like look around, like especially like let's say I do like a music video for somebody, I give the song a listen a lot of times, and then like I look at like books, or like I'll watch like a few music videos, but then I'll also like get pen to the paper and like, all right, what do I think would look good? You know what I'm saying? Like even off like my first listen, I can kind of generate a decent concept and kind of like play it out like how I see it fit. Like lately I've been getting better at actually like writing down these ideas and like mood boarding and creating the proper shit, like to actually like have a great foundation. And I can kind of see that throughout my work now, where it's kind of getting a little progressively better and better.
And that's, I can, as a fan of your work, I can relate to what you're saying, because like once I felt like you found your base, like this is me, this is my realm, and I just seen you build it,
Yeah,
like
I
and
feel
build
that.
it from there. So, what year would you say did you find like your base, like your set, like vibe?
I would say like never. I
Never?
guess
I
like I,
love
feel
it.
like
I
I,
love
don't know.
it.
I feel like especially for me now, it's like I'm kind of in a place of like you gotta like keep going. Like you gotta keep
building.
Like, keep building. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I have like a decent base right now, but it's not the full foundation.
Yo,
you know
we
what
not
I'm
done
saying?
yet.
We not done yet.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
that.
I still gotta sharpen the steel, bro. I still gotta work
I
on
love that. Like
working on it,
always
bro.
sharpen.
So, I feel like though, as like far as like being like, okay, I think I can do this for real was probably maybe like 3-4 years ago, to be honest with you. I mean, like at the time I was like kind of just like my tail end of my like college career.
Yeah.
And like I played football. Like we both played sports. So like I played football, and then I was kind of finding this passion for like photography, videography, like creating like these unique like atmospheres and spaces and videos and photos, and like even like going down to like the graphic design stuff. I kind of like started to, it's like my path started to shift a little bit, and I kind of just went with it, and then it kind of like trusted like my creative side of my brain, and just like we just rocked out. I feel like,
for sure.
and then like I feel like it just kind of rolled ever since. You know,
and
what I'm
just
saying?
steamroll from there.
Yeah.
I want to stay there for a second because it's like a handful of you guys that started creating on the same football team, like content and like just designing. How much did that have an impact on you? Those other men who you can mention names. That how much did that have an impact on to keep you going and keep inspiring you to be better and push that gotta be better, push that gotta be better?
I think for me, I'm really self-driven. I feel like, by also like seeing my peers do it too, and you know, that just also just puts fuel to the fire. Like,
let's
okay,
go.
like let's go.
Let's
like
go.
I love like seeing like when I drop a really good project and then see my homies like drop a really good project. It makes me hyped to make more cool shit. You know what I'm saying? And especially like make more like cool shit with like the people that you be around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I love
We do
making
life
cool,
together.
You know what I'm saying? So like creating like doing life together with these people, bro, it just makes it even more fun. Like that's why I live for, bro. Just creating like hella dope shit, bro, with my homies, bro. Like, I want to do that forever.
Yeah, I even like in the sense with my podcast too, I like that as well because like coming out of sports, like you said, we both play sports. It keeps that competitive that we had as a kid.
Yeah.
If you ever seen a kid get competitive, like they be ready to knock people head off and
bro,
like
instantly
get in trouble later. Like let's
legit.
go. So like even like doing it with like in your case doing it with friends and people you do life with, like you said, it's good to keep that edge going because they're gonna challenge you to get better.
Right.
Like you said, we always sharpening that.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Sharpening that steel.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, like, and I feel like a lot of my friends just instill like good shit in me too. You know what I'm saying? Like they're my homies forever. Like my almost my lifeline. You know
For sure.
Like, I have one sister.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So like all my homies that be around them is all my brothers, dog. So like we gonna be in it for life. And so like listening to them, working with them, like, you know, learning from each other, bro. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I feel like right now it's kind of like, oh yeah, we're actually doing it. Let's now it's time to up it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to keep going.
Time to get better.
You know what I'm saying?
Time to get better. Now speaking on keeping going and getting better, in your standard only, do you ever feel like you put out a bad project or a bad content, and why?
So for me, it's like always like after a project is done, like I'm very like self-critical and I'm very self-analytical, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's always like, damn, I could have done this better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think if I would have done this here, like the thing is I don't really go back on projects. Once they're kind of done and finished, like I kind of leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like
walk away.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like the magnitude of it. But like I would say like I have a healthy habit of like going back and looking at my old work. But I mean like I would say I go back and look at my old work maybe like once or twice like a month, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, and like I can just kind of see like maybe I could have done this a little bit better, or like maybe like I could have done that a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? And it's always like mental notes I keep in my brain, but you also got, I mean, like, wow, like the growth that I've made, it's crazy. Like, so it's like give and take. Like you got to give yourself kudos, but you also got to be real with yourself at the same time.
Gotta be
so
real
like,
with yourself.
I feel like for me, like that is like just being really self-critical and really like self-analytical of my projects is kind of just like helped me like grow and like be real with myself, you know what I'm saying? And just like,
develop.
you know what I'm saying? Like even like when you pull like that creative on like the creative side, like I like self-analyze like outside of like the creative side now too, which is just helping me like grow as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, a couple years ago, I never would have done that. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So,
and it's just like I hate to keep going cliche and going back to it, but it's like sports. Like
right.
when you watch film, you see that in the game.
Yeah,
you ain't missing that block. You know where he coming from. Like
right.
It's just like it's in the gym getting reps up. Like
right, exactly, bro.
I think self-critiquing is always the best thing a creator or anybody can do, like no matter what you're doing, like because if you're not evaluating yourself and you think you got it figured out, that's when you lost.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you're done.
Lost. Like, and I don't know if you're a UFC fan, but I feel like that's where Conor McGregor's at in his career. Like,
I feel that
he done like he was the double champ. Like,
right.
He feel like he can't do anything better, and now he's been taking stinkies.
Right.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
It's hard to get that fire back too once you lose it.
So one of my homies, I'm gonna shout out Brandon Bear. He's a long homie of mine.
Okay.
Bro. We've been kind of doing all this creative shit together for a while now. He kind of put some words in my head a couple months ago, and he's like, "Does it stack? Does it stack? Yeah." So I mean, like, and that's kind of like where Conor McGregor is right now. Like he got there. But what now? Like you can't be stagnant. You can't sit there.
Nah.
Like you gotta
continue to strive.
You gotta continue to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like does it stack?
That's a good friend too.
Nah, that's my dog for real.
Like people like him, Brandon.
Yeah.
People like Brandon who call you out and like don't let you get comfy. Life shouldn't be comfy.
Nah,
that's
bro.
what people understand. They want to be comfy and they.
Yeah, right.
Nah, you gotta ruffle some feathers.
It's real hard work.
You gotta be tired. You gotta be tired.
Like I feel like there's definitely points in life where you're gonna be like, I mean, like we're like I'm 26. I just turned 26, so like I get
happy belated.
I appreciate it. I feel like it's like you gotta like take those moments to like also chill, but you also have to take that time to be like, okay, like I can't chill right now.
I gotta
go.
go.
What I'm saying, like we gotta go.
I gotta go.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that. One thing I heard, and I always want to share with my brothers while we still in our 20s. You paying attention, big dog? This very successful guy, his name Jordan B. Peterson, he got a podcast. He's super intelligent. He's from Canada. He said his goal was, and it worked for him because he got it from an older fella than him. And Jordan B. Peterson, I think like 60-something. But, and he's a psychologist. He was like, you should max out in your 20s. While you're 20, max out. Do so much to where you feel overwhelmed and then you know where to bring it in at. Like everybody in their 20s, they want to on vacation, best life. Nah, I want to do that when I'm 35.
I feel that.
I want to do that when I'm 35. I'm fit to max out. I'm fit to push it to the limit.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm doing that like subconsciously. You know what I'm saying?
No, you
like
should.
I don't even think about it, bro. I'd be like, damn, I'm just getting to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting to work, bro.
Nah, that's real conversations I have with the people around me because you can't be lazy around me.
Nah.
Anybody who know me, you got to get up and go do something. I'm a so you got to do something.
Bro. I feel like, especially like creatively, I feel like I'm at that point too where like I can't afford to be lazy.
Yo, you can.
You just can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta put in the groundwork.
Because you are your brand.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep going.
Yeah. My bad, y'all. I'm just trying to motivate y'all with
hey, I'm with it.
Yeah, no,
we gotta motivate. We gotta motivate. Yeah, we gotta motivate.
But let's get back to the creative because I really want you to help some people because man, you do good work. So like. As far as creating go, we already talked about the space you're going to. Let's kind of talk about like where we kind of hitting at your failures. Like, what happened when you fail? Like, it could be something small to where I expected my project on a Monday and you got it to me on a Wednesday.
Right.
Like, how do you handle failure and critique from others, like from outside people, outside perspective?
So I mean, like I feel like with everything, especially like with like failed stuff, like whether it be like I turned in a project late, like I turned in a project a couple days late, whether I lost footage, like
formatting.
You know,
just talk about formatting.
You format some shit, bro. It's all gone. Now you're like, damn,
we gotta reshoot.
You know what I'm saying, bro? It's kind of like now I feel like I'm at the point. Like there was times where like I would do that and be like, damn, like. Kind of like hold that in more, not really say anything like to the people I'm working with, or like I take like the critique like kind of very poorly and be like, well,
kind of
shit, bro. Well, shit, bro. Like
I'm doing this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
You don't understand.
Like what you mean? Like, but like I feel like now I have a better understanding of like how a critique works, like how like you know what I'm saying, and how like you're supposed to handle yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know? So like I feel like now, especially like let's say a project doesn't turn around, like you know. It's all right. You gotta learn. You gotta learn from it. So like you learn from like your mistake, understand what you did, why you did it wrong, bro, and then kind of just like hope to just continually get better. You know, then like it's a process. Like, things don't happen in one day. Bro, you know what I'm saying, bro? So like if you fuck some shit up, bro, you gotta learn from it. Of course, obviously, like get back right, bro. Like if you need that space to kind of just take your time, do your thing, like take that necessary time, but you gotta get back to it. Like you really gotta learn from it.
You gotta get. Hey, one of my favorite saying is, everybody gonna fall off the horse, but we gotta get back on the wagon. You
gotta get back on that, man. You gotta get back on the wagon, man.
But it's crazy you say that, like, when you, like, the way you like, when people critique you or get mad at you now, the way you handle yourself, that's important, too. Because, like, we were just saying, you are your business. And, like, I used to struggle with that, too. Sometimes I still do. Like, I'm not. But, like, if you're working with believable people or clientele, they expect that, so you gotta hold yourself accountable. Exactly. It's good that you opened yourself up to that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the first time. That's why people don't want to work with people, like especially like dope creators, but they feel like they're in their own space, they're in their own world. Right. We're gonna move on to the next. Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's good. You know that. Like,
I mean, and that's the big thing too. Like, just holding yourself accountable for shit.
Absolutely.
Especially like now, I feel like I've been like holding myself more accountable. Like, like I'll take blame. Like I fucked up. Like it's okay. Like as long as we like understand, like realize, learn from it,
we can be better from it. Yeah.
You can be better from it.
And life continues to be the greatest teacher.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? The world gonna rotate.
Yeah.
So the world gonna rotate regardless. So.
Yep. And it's good you don't internalize that anymore.
So check this out. I know when buying a home for the first time can be a very stressful process. But that's why it's good to get with a good lender like my buddy Jared Nicholson from Key Mortgage Group. He's so active to educate his borrowers and also let people be aware of their blind spots. This is a good man to make your lifetime lender, to make your process super stress-free, and don't be turned off by the housing process. You can follow him and find him at jnhomeloan.com. So let me spell that out for you. jnhomeloan.com. So tap in with him. Jared NMLS number is 1969744. I repeat that. 1969744.
Before we transition off, I want to talk about kind of like what type of projects are you working on now? I just saw one that released. I kind of want you to speak to that one if you want to. But what projects are you working on right now? What projects are you wrapping up?
Man, so I did a lot of work for B Well's new album, the Billy album.
Did you help with the photo cover?
Yeah, fire. So I took the cover.
Super fire.
Yeah, I shot the cover. Shot a lot of the stuff for it. To be honest, with the help of a few other people. Shout out Mike England and a few others. Family.
Shout out. Hold up. We gotta show love.
We gotta show love to everybody that kind of helped out with the project. From a visual standpoint, I feel like we have so much stuff for that, man. The show for his album is going to be on Friday, which is tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting.
Turn it up.
We have, all those like promo videos, all like the photos and stuff that you see like building up to the release, and even like we got some special things that are going to be at the show.
Yeah, okay.
Some stuff like that that's interesting. So,
okay, I love it.
Overall, I feel like creative direction for that album, I worked really hands on with. A few music videos here and there for a couple local artists that I've been working on.
You like video shooting?
I like, bro, yeah. I
like video shooting or pictures better?
See, I get this question a lot. I like both equally.
Yeah. I love it.
Because the thing is, like, I don't know, I feel like the way my brain operates, it's like, if I ever get tired of like one medium, like my brain kind of just does this switch, like, go take some photos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, let's say I get like kind of like overwhelmed or like preoccupied with like photo or video work, I'll be like, like design something, bro. Like you can do this. Yeah, you can do something different. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? So I feel
don't beat yourself down.
Yeah, my mind kind of switches on and off with different mediums. So like I feel like I never have to choose between one thing, and I never have to pigeonhole myself like one thing. So photo or video, I'm picking both. Yeah. Photo, video, or graphic design, I'm picking all three.
Picking all three.
Yeah, because I feel like I love all three, and I do all three pretty well. So
that's good. Hey, you sharp. But I ain't mean to cut you off. But what else you was working on?
I mean, that's really it. I got a few things kind of in the works.
I saw you release something on your birthday. It was Corp.
Yeah.
Now, you ain't got to give us too much on that now. You ain't got to give us a little bit too much, but we need something. Is that your baby, or is you working with a tight-knit team? Or
I will say, I guess it's just a culmination of everything. So I guess it's just going to be like, I feel like I do a lot of stuff for other people. Yeah. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I love working with my homies and everybody else, but like, I feel like, Corp is like me.
Yeah.
Corp is for me.
Okay. So you putting it all under one umbrella?
Yeah, almost like one umbrella. So it'll just be like a culmination of almost everything. Like, I have some cool ideas.
I love it.
So,
he said, I got some cool ideas. Of course he got ideas.
It's just like stuff like that.
Yeah,
nothing really too crazy.
Sure.
I mean, nothing really too crazy.
Are you writing it down somewhere?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drop his address. Somebody go get that. Somebody go get that.
You better go get the black book. The black journal.
The black book. We need it. We gonna read it on. We gonna read it on this plan.
Oh my god.
No, that's awesome, man. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see what that brings. Like, I already know it's gonna continue to be great. Yeah. Like it's me. It's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool.
I think it'll be fun. I mean, like I said, it's just a kind of culmination of all like my ideas and kind of what goes through my brain.
It's gonna be fun.
So it'll be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
I think so.
All right, I want to talk about what motivates you. Like, what fires you up to create to make that brain switch and go there and go there.
Just seeing all the homies do really good shit, like it always inspires me.
For sure.
So like that always inspires me firsthand. So seeing all the homies like whether or not they're succeeding or like creating great content or like just doing their thing, bro, no matter what.
Believing in themselves.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
you know what my shirt say? It's cheaper to be yourself.
Yeah, simply.
Yeah.
But just like seeing everybody do that always inspires me, bro. And like just seeing like and like having a good idea for something and having a good concept of something kind of always motivates me and fires me up. And like I said, I'm very self-driven. So like seeing how I could like watch like a scene from an anime and being able to implement like the way they did the shots into a video is really interesting to me. Like, so like just finding like unique and creative ways to kind of like output what's in my brain kind of also like motivates me too, just to kind of see the outcome.
Get in there and work.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So I feel like a lot of that is then like homies, my friends, me, and just like everything around me, bro. Like I be getting motivated like by just watching anime.
Yeah.
Like, hearing a song or something, bro, will motivate me to like go take some pictures or like you know what I'm saying, just like
because like when you put it in that term, when you look around, everything is content.
Yeah, I mean, it can be.
Like, when you, like, everything is content. Like, literally, like, even the way people design furniture, it's content.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, that's props. Like, you can see a couch, and I can see a couch, like, that's a regular couch. You be like, okay, we gonna fire this couch up. We fire this right here. Up. Like, everything is content, and ouch. And it's good to see that motivates you. And I want to stick with self-motivation. Like, cause I'm a self-starter too, and I struggle sometimes. Like, I don't need like a lot to fire me up. I can lie to myself. And be like, dang, they said that. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. But so like, what is the worst attribute about being a self-motivated person?
I feel like
do you struggle?
My struggle with is just like, I guess like kind of being hard on myself. That's the one thing about being a self-motivated because you'll be a self-downer real quick.
Yes.
Because I mean, there's been plenty of times I'll be like, damn, I fucking suck.
Yes.
Or like, damn, like what the fuck are you doing, bro? Get up, do something. Like, quit.
I sound like I'm talking to myself right here. Be nice to ourselves.
So I feel like that's probably like my main downfall is that like, you know, I still have troubles with internalizing my emotions still. But I mean, like, it's a process. It's progress. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta work through it somehow.
You gotta work through it, bro. So, I mean, like, that's probably, like, being a self-motivator is, like, you're, like, it's almost, like, self-loathing, too. Yes. Like, so you're like, fuck. But then, like, with me, too, like, I also don't take, like good jobs and shit, like, from the homies or, from my family, from my girl. Like, I don't really... Yeah. I feel like it's nice for them to like when they say that to me, but like at the same time, it's like I'm not satisfied. So like I think I can do better, bro. Yeah. So thank you, but it's not. It's all right.
Bro, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Like even my wife, like even when like I did the dishwasher, she was like, "Thank you." I'm like, I could empty it fast though. I don't need that. Like I'm always trying to
Right.
like, and we are hard on ourselves, and I think it's important that we know that we need to be nicer to ourselves.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, it's a balance, right?
For
Everything
sure.
is a balancing act. Because, like, as much as we need to be soft-spoken and nice to ourselves, bro, we also got to, like,
be on our heels.
Be on your
we
heels,
gotta
bro.
be
Like,
on
you
our
can't-
own heels. Because look, if we stop, everybody else gonna stop.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the world
besides
is
those
not-
one or two people, like that'll be motivating. Like, man, you gotta get back on the wagon.
Right.
Yada. But if we stop,
Right.
99% of the people who tapped into us, it's gonna stop.
It's like the strong friend
They
thing.
gonna seize.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the strong friend thing, what they be saying.
And
you know what I'm
check
saying?
on the
So,
strong.
You know what I'm
friend,
saying, bro? It's
I
like,
can do it. That Tizo touchdown.
Yeah,
We can talk about that.
literally, that Tizo
Shout out
touchdown.
Tizo, man. Them boys in my city doing what they got to do. Excuse me. My bad, guys. But besides like you, like being in your own way, like what else doubts you? Like what else slows you down? Should I say not doubts you? Like what else gets in Tobias' way?
just me. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
good. No, that's
It really
simple.
is.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm
a lot of
my
this
enemy.
shit, a lot of my shit, I feel like is just like self-infliction, bro. Like it's me versus me.
Yeah,
like
nah.
nobody can stop me besides me. I feel like at this point where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
that's really it.
you know, I'm like, and that's really the whole thing, bro. Like let's say I overwhelm myself with projects. Like I can't be mad at like the clients or like the people that, you know, wanted me to do the job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's my fault for taking so many clients. You know what I'm saying? Or like if I get overwhelmed with like, you know, just life in general, bro, like be like, I could have moved differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I should have known this. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's just like stuff like that too, bro. You know
that
what I'm
makes
saying?
complete sense. And I got a question for you too. What would you tell a young creator who's in their own way today?
That's
Stopping themselves.
That's a great question, bro. I mean, like a lot of like the moniker I've really been kind of like implementing a lot lately is like you gotta keep going. And especially for a young creative, like progression, not perfection. You know what I'm saying? Like
Man, that's huge. Right, hold up. Yeah, you already know the drill. Progression, not perfection.
yeah, progression, not perfection. And the first step is always gonna be the hardest. But once you take the first step, then you can start to walk. Then you can start to run. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
the biggest thing for a young creative, I feel like, is taking that first initial leap.
I agree.
Once you
100%.
take that first initial leap, then it almost seems to get a little bit easier. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you get a little bit better. You get
yeah,
incrementally
saying.
better as you put them reps in. Like
You know
we was
what I'm
talking
saying?
about earlier. That right there is a game changer for people, man. Like,
Yeah.
Just like I think I referenced before, but I heard this. I think it was from E.T. He was like, if you drop this project when it's perfect, it's too late.
Right.
It's already done.
You know what I'm saying?
Put it out there sloppy. Put it out there.
You know what I'm saying? Like especially in like my earlier part of the career, like I spent so much time like finicking, making it perfect, bro. I mean, like you can like if you think you have your ideas and conceptually like your project is there, put it out, man.
Put it
like
out.
it's cool. Like
Get that feedback.
You know what I'm saying? And like and even still, like you don't necessarily need the feedback. Just like putting it out there is that first step.
It's absolutely
Like you know what I'm saying? Like just
people
being able
gonna get
to put,
behind you, and I think that's what creators and like people who don't believe in themselves missed. And I know this world is crazy. It's been crazy. It ain't just got crazy. But people think that others want them to fail. No, other humans want to see you do well.
Right.
Like put that out there. We
You know what I'm
believe in
saying?
it. Like, but you got to believe in yourself first.
That's the first thing, bro. I mean, like, I feel like you've already heard this before, but you got to help yourself before you help anybody
you got
else.
to, because you
know what I'm
can't
saying?
help
You can't
anyone
help
else if you're not helping you.
You know what I'm saying, bro? It's simple. And just like, then like once you like kind of get that mindset of like, it's progression, like you just chalk it up to progression, like whether you put it out, like you put this out, maybe it could have been better, but note that. And then you progress on to that next project and implement those things that you've learned from the old
We got
project.
the ground.
You know what
Let's
I'm
get
saying,
better.
bro? Let's
That
just keep
foundation you
going.
was talking about
You know
earlier.
what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. No, Kizzy. Let's transition here real quick. You already gave him enough game on that, but y'all can't get that much. But I want to kind of talk social media, man. I'm a huge advocate of humane technology. And I don't know if you watch Social Dilemma on Netflix, but Tristan Harris kind of opened up a lot of things that I had been feeling, and I just hadn't spoke on with these apps and stuff like that. So I first and foremost want to ask, how do you feel? How do you stay grounded in this crazy world that got people on these apps literally going crazy on the daily?
Right. So so for me personally, like, I feel like I've always been around like internet culture, like whether it be Twitter or Facebook.
You basically grew up in it.
You know what I'm saying? We basically grew up in it. Like some of my best friends I've met like through playing video games. You know what I'm saying? So like virtually.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Never
like,
seen them before. Then you link.
you know what I'm saying? Then we link in
game.
person. It's all love, bro.
It's
So
literally.
like meeting some of my best friends through like video games and social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of helped me like navigate through like
Yeah.
what we're going through as a society now. So I mean, I feel like for me, like I don't really like look at social media for like validation. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I feel
huge.
like in today's age, a lot of people, you know, go to social media.
Need to get stamped.
They needed that validation, whether it be like someone liking your post, like you like you want your girl to post you more, like, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
She ain't posted me. She
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just
Wow,
like
bro.
a lot of people have these like conceptions about social media now, but like, and that's like all accruing back to like some type of validation, whether it be like relationship validation, social validation, even like validation from like companies or something.
Yeah,
like, you know, something
like,
you know,
seriously,
people, like, stuff like that. But I feel like I learned kind of early that like social media can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how you navigate through it. It's just like I said, it's a balance and it's a tightrope walk
Gotta
too,
find
bro.
it.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, especially for me, like my circumstances, like my homies, like I've met my homies like on like Twitter and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of my homies I talk to every day, like I met playing video games, but I never seen them for years. So like, it's just kind of like using like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, like for my homies, but like it's also like now being like as like a freelancer almost, like just like a creative in general, you almost have to leverage like that Instagram and social media with like how you build a business. So like I said, it's another tightrope and fine line, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, and you got to pull yourself up, and that's crazy you say that, because like I was talking with some of my believable people about like how we think, like especially like for me and your circumstances, we gotta be on the media to come to get our good word or what we believe in out to people, which for some people they feel like that too, and they really putting out stuff that's messing with people's brains.
Right,
like,
bro.
It's crazy, but
There's a lot of misinformation, bro. You just gotta weave through it, bro. Bob and weave through it,
bro. You gotta
bro.
weave through it, but like the thing is too, like the way you use your content, from what you just said, and the way you use these platforms, the way you just said, you on there being a good person if you're on there, or you putting out work,
you know
you putting out content, like. But there's so many like different pods of people. Like, man, you'll never like. The comments is what get me. I get caught in the comments.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't respond to them, but I be stuck in them. Like, I wake up in the morning, I gotta read or do something, and I'm in the comments for 30 minutes. I'm like, come on, be better, Jawan, be better. But
see, and that's what with us being self-analytical, you're looking at the comments like, damn, fuck this guy.
Man, like, bro, why is he on here? Like, why?
Like, bro, like, back up.
Is this what we doing? Like, is this really what we going?
See, I feel like that's where a lot of people get caught up too, because then they go to the comments and then they start self-internalizing all these emotions and stuff like that, bro.
And people will tear you down.
Yeah,
if
you let
if
them.
it's that type of content.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, come on, man. And it's like I tell this story all the time because in the playoffs, in the NBA playoffs, what happening this year, I was just tweeting the realness about like LeBron James. I feel like the realness. Let me say that, my realness. And I knew when I was tweeting the realness about him getting older and just really just not being the best player anymore. It's like at some point you gotta pass the throne. My personal opinion, and I knew it would piss people off when I was doing it. Like, and I'm being honest.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? And it pissed. Oh my God. When Phoenix did that. Oh, they was hot. Then they came for me the next morning. Like, I woke up like 17 minutes.
Right.
And then I woke up.
See, and I feel like with that too, it's all just banter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all just back and back conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like those type of situations like can differentiate from actual like harm from social media.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Because I feel like there's almost like a border you cross. Like when you get to that point where like, is it banter or is it like legit like harassment, like bullying, harassment, like it's like social media, like all that, like it's a fine line, man.
It's finicky.
It's a very fine
It's finicky.
And plus over the internet, you can never really tell how someone is gonna.
It's progressing.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like sending an email. Like if I send you an email, that's really, really long, I probably should call you. Like, especially if I'm kind of frustrated because you can't pick up my tone from his email.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I can't tell if you laying in the bed just chilling, like, yeah, man, whatever. Or I can't tell if you screaming at your phone, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You can't. You don't have that reaction, and social media causes those bridges. So what I did was I stopped tweeting. My last tweet was, I think the Nets had beat Milwaukee had swept Heat, and the Nets had beat whoever I think it was the Celtics, and the Lakers had lost that same day. And I was like, whoever win. My last tweet was like, whoever win the Bucks and the Nets series is going to win the championship. They'll be crowned champions. Man, that's what happened. Yeah. But I mean,
but you know, people have their
they don't know what I'm talking about though.
Right.
That was my last tweet, but I had to stop because I know it was making people mad. I'm like, I'm not for this. Like,
right,
I'm not for this. And it's just little stuff like that. And that's NBA Twitter is his own world.
Right.
But how many other worlds are they? Like we were just talking about that show, the realms that you was talking about. How many other worlds are there? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
And I just want to get back to like that humane side of things with these apps, man. But I do appreciate your spill on it, man. And I love what you do. I love the way you use it.
Yeah.
I think you use it in a very humane way. I've never seen you tearing others down.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen you dissing other brands. I've seen you promoting your work, others' work. You know what I'm saying? And building people up and creating friends.
It's just like, bro, it's like, come on, we don't got time for it.
Come on, man.
Like, I feel like, you can be on social media with your homies. You can be on social media, like doing whatever. Like, but if you're on social media, like spouting bullshit, or like talking about some bullshit, bro.
Take
like,
that home.
Yeah, just
we call them internet gangsters.
Yeah,
we call them internet gangsters, man.
Like, cause I'm not finna show no time to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could care less. I'm gonna be honest. I get like any of that other shit. I could probably care less. I literally
don't care. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I do life with these 36 people.
Right.
They good, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Like, so yeah, I do appreciate that. Man, final touches for the people, man, before we get offset. And before we do get offset, I do appreciate your time, man. And value you, brother.
You know, it's all love, your bro.
Content.
I'm just happy to be on the podcast. To be honest, I'm just happy to be on the podcast, bro. I'm just happy to be here, bro. Yeah. Very thankful.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Shout out your social media. Sorry, y'all. Shout out your you can find him. He'll build you up. Shout out that, man. I want my people to get in touch with you with your work, man. It's really dope. And we want to lead you with just keep doing what you're doing. We need it. Like the minds need it. Like my whole community. Like we need it.
So I mean, you can pretty much find me anywhere. Twitter, Facebook. I guess not necessarily Facebook, but Twitter, Instagram. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on the most. Do not hit me up on Facebook because I'm probably not going to respond to you.
No notifications on. My mama be mad.
All my notifications on Facebook are do not disturb. So
for a fact.
So Instagram and Twitter, you can just find me at Borgology, BORGOLOGY. Super simple. You can find it on all. That's also my PlayStation name. So if you ever want to get beats,
if you ever
want to take some L's from Tekken,
you on that Tekken?
Yes, sir.
What about that UFC? I'm decent at UFC. Nah, man, brother, we appreciate you. And it's love, dog. And like we said, keep doing your best.
Bro, it's love always, bro.
Yes, sir.
Keep going.
Yep.
Progression, not perfection.
I need that.
And you know the world's gonna keep revolving, bro. So you got to keep going regardless.
And that wraps up another episode of the Minds with Hakeem podcast.